What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me today. Today, I want to go over with you this very nice 3-session setup on gold, all right? And talk to you about how we can more easily identify these setups in the future for yourself, right? So, looking at this 1 hour chart, we're zoomed out on gold, all right? I want to talk to you about why this is a 3-session setup instead of a 3-day setup. A lot of people might have been looking for the ACB opportunity today. They might have been wanting to hold this until the close, right? But that didn't happen. So why not, right? Why not? Let's talk about that first, right? Because it might appear that we had a day 3 today, right? If we say count this as Friday was day 1 of breakout traders, Monday, day 2 of breakout traders, and then Tuesday, day 3 of breakout traders in the market. Or we might say, okay, we had a break of Thursday's high on Friday, then we broke Friday's low on Monday. So there's our day 1, day 2, right? But when we're looking for that type of setup, we're looking for the false break at the high or the low of the week, right? Now, if you look, Friday, this entire thing right here, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, is inside of Monday and Tuesday's high and low range, okay? So there has been no significant levels broken. We are still on the inside, okay? Even though Friday has broken Thursday's high of day, we might think that daily levels have been broken, but really, we're still on the inside. So even though this has been broken, okay, we do not have a false break at the high of the week, okay? And we do not have 3 days of breakout traders because even though this did break Thursday's high, we're still inside of this range, okay? We're really still inside of Tuesday's high and low range. So we have not broken a significant level until Monday when we actually break out of the high of the week, all right? So that's why we are looking for a 3-session setup and not a 3-day setup. All right. Now let's zoom in, take a closer look at how we could have potentially traded this or recognized this opportunity. Here we're looking at a 1-minute chart. We're looking at the entire day of Tuesday, right? We're looking at the Tokyo session, London session, and our New York session. So you can see we have a 3-session setup. This is a well-engineered chart, okay? 3 sessions of breakout traders in the market. Rather than 3 days of breakout traders, we're looking for a 3-session setup. We're coming to our charts in the New York session, so we're going to look back at Tokyo and London to determine if we have a 3-session setup. And indeed, we do, okay? You can see here, right? The Tokyo session has broken Monday's high. This is our first session of breakout traders in the market in the long direction. Okay. Here in London, we break out of Tokyo's high, giving us our second session in breakout. And then, of course, when we get to our New York session, we have our third session of breakout traders in the market. And this, right, even if we were looking for a 3-day setup, oftentimes that third day of breakout traders, that might give us the trade. But oftentimes it'll be on day 4, right? That third day of breakout traders in the market, that's one of our signal days, right? Alerting us to a potential trade setup the following day, right? But in this case, we got the trade in that third session, right? So I want you to see that, right? We break out of that, put in a new high of the day. We have this A top reversal pattern, and we'll zoom in a little closer and take a look at it, right? We have an extended M formation. If we could zoom in on a 30-second chart or a 15-second chart, we would see our M at the high of the day, right? But this is what we have. We break out, we fail, we pull back, and continue to go lower. We drop from high of the day right down to the closing price of the day, which is indicated by this yellow dotted line, all right? So now we're looking at a 5-minute chart just to show you a little something extra, right? So there's our 3 sessions of breakouts, but going into this New York session, right? We've pumped up, then down. We dump down beneath this low. So, right, we're lower than this low. We're lower than this low. Even if we just wick through it, that's our lower low on the inside, okay? And what is that the setup for? The pump and dump, right? So that's all of the criteria that we need met on this chart, right? To take this trade short, okay? So I hope that that makes sense for you. You can see how this is a 3-session setup, and you can also see how it is not a 3-day setup, which is important to be able to recognize this sort of thing, because we might get tricked, we might get duped. And what happens to us if that occurs, right? Well, we're going to continue to try to hold this to the close of the day, and it's going to come back on us, right? Remember, these 3-session setups are not ACB opportunities. These are MCBs, might come back. So we need to monitor these closely, get out of the market, the first opportunity we see to exit, right? That makes sense for us. We still are taking it from level to level. We take it from the high of day or the high of session to closing price, right? The previous day's closing price. A beautiful trade. Shout out to anyone who was able to recognize this trade. I didn't even trade today. I just skipped it. I've been recovering, from a little sickness. So I decided to, my health, my rest is more important than trading. But congratulations to those of you who did take this trade. Shout out to our good friend Sniper, who is also a YouTuber and makes brilliant videos. He's also a member of the Discord channel, and I'm a member of his Discord channel. All right, shout out to him. He locked in, I believe he said 190 pips on gold today, dude. That's an amazing day. Congratulations to him, right? Pat yourself on the back if you followed your plan today, if you stuck to your strategy, and I'll be back soon to see you. Until then, I hope you continue to free your mind.